DozhaToldya.com.
Here we go, baby. You've been coming at me sideways lately. Ain't never gonna let another nigga play me. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you different. Ain't never been the one to play with. You can go and find a hoe to fake it. If you want a camera, go to Vegas. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you. I've been stacking, you've been slacking. Got me thinking, what's the reason? I've been patient, but you don't wanna listen. This shit get redundant, so I don't want it. The only time you perk up is when you take Percocet. Damn. 20 minutes later, in my bed, already wet. I guess I'll finish in the shower, battery powered. At least I got my rose, I'm about to buzz for an hour. Here we go, baby. You've been coming at me sideways lately. Ain't never gonna let another nigga play me. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you different. Ain't never been the one to play with. You can go and find a hoe to fake it. If you want a gamble, go to Vegas. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Change my number and my sheets. Change my attitude. This ain't for me. Even if I wanted to, I can't take you home to daddy. Even if you had a horse and carry, you wouldn't get my hand in marriage. The only time you perk up is when you take Percocet. 20 minutes later, in my bed, already wet. I guess I'll finish in the shower, battery powered. At least I got my rose, I'm about to buzz for an hour. Here we go, baby. You've been coming at me sideways lately. Ain't never gonna let another nigga play me. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you. I ain't never been the one to play with. I could've been your wife. You can go and find a hoe to fake it. You can go and feel it. If you wanna gamble, go to Vegas. I ain't slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you.
Here we go. Here we go.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya@gmail.com. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. We bite. It's DozhaToldya Podcast. Number 113. You dig? DozhaToldya Podcast. 113. Patreon exclusive. Shout out to everybody that decides to listen to it live on the Mixler app. And shout out to everybody that's currently still watching us on the Twitch channel. Once again, if you don't catch this show live, it is going to be available on the Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's kind of like a YouTube with a paywall. We decided to take our talents over to Patreon, you know, to give y'all a little more exclusive content, and also, you know, to start to make something happen with some of this content. You know, we've been having it on YouTube for quite some time, and you know, we still gonna have content on the YouTube channel. No, we're gonna put the highlight clips on the YouTube channel and things like that. But I was like, hey man, I gotta come with the Patreon, man. I gotta step my game up. So I was like, okay, let's do the damn thing. So yeah, man, you can kind of catch it on Patreon. That's how you spell it, in case you guys was wondering. It's the DozhaToldya Podcast Part 2. 113th episode. And this and every episode going forward will be available on the Patreon. But I appreciate most of y'all that listen to us live on the Mixler app or watch us on the Twitch app while we're doing our thing. All right, so, and again, y'all know what time it is with part 2. Y'all know how we do on part 2, man. It's politics and allegations. You dig? Not too many politics to talk about today. Not too many politics to talk about today. I gotta start the show off with this new news, brand new news coming straight off the press. It say Instagram is gonna be available. Not Instagram. Excuse me. The iOS 18, so Apple products, the iPhone and the iPad products are coming out with a new control feature where you can control the screen with your eyes. It's going to be kind of weird. It's going to be kind of weird, man. And my boy Willie Hen had to report on that early, so let's get into this Willie Hen. Let's get ready to laugh, man, and watch this Willie Hen video, man. My boy say, hold on, man. Y'all check this out.
So y'all seen that now. Now the iOS 18 will introduce eye tracking, which allows users to control their iPhone and their iPad with their eyes. Somebody asked a great question, a valiant question. Well, what if they cockeyed? Y'all attacked that young woman. All in them comments, you were laughing at her. You was attacking her, talking about something that was mean of her. And she was just asking a valiant question. Because I got the same motherfucking question. What if they cockeyed? Huh? Now, what if they look like this? Huh? What if they look like that? What if they look like that? You not gonna be them eye, look at that. That eye right there, that computer ain't gonna know what to do. You gonna put a glitch in the computer. Huh? The computer ain't gonna know where to go. Apple, y'all know everything. Y'all know so much. Well, tell me how y'all gonna do that. Now you don't put a glitch in the computer. Now you gotta take the computer back up to iPhone. Now you gotta take your cockeyed ass back to iPhone and have them fix your shit. Take time out your wonderful and beautiful day. That iOS 18 ain't gonna know what to do. Look at it. It don't know what to do. You didn't even want to go to the maps. You didn't want to go to Facebook. That thing ain't gonna know what to do. Now look at you finna lose an app. That cockeyed ass eye got that phone doing all kind of shit. You gonna put a glitch in it. I know two motherfuckers right off the top of my head love Apple products. They love Apple products, and they cockeyed in the son of a bitch. I cock like a pistol. Huh? I cock like a dick.
All right, man. That's our special friend, man. He's so special, man. That's Willie Hen with some brand new news. The iOS 18 will introduce eye tracking, which allows users to control their iPad and iPhones with their eyes. Oh man. Y'all subscribe. Y'all follow Willie Hen on Instagram, man, if you want to laugh, man. Willie, WILLIEHYN, Willie Hen, man. Man, he got me rolling, man. That nigga is crazy, man. All right, so once again, this is the DozhaToldya Podcast, man. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you would like to support us and send in a Cash App, there is the Cash App right there, DozhaToldyaRadio. Special shout out to those that decide to subscribe to the Patreon. And let's get this thing started. Also, special shout out to those that want to listen and know what they listening to. When you listening to the Mixler app and you want to know what songs is which, or you want to kind of go back and run back some of the songs that we played on the show, you can, on Tidal, you can find the DozhaToldya Podcast playlist. We decided to do us a little playlist on Tidal, you dig? And part 2, we got into Coco Jones. Here we go with Coco Jones. Yeah Ali, with Now 3 Times. Sukihana, a new song by Juicy J. And I don't know, man. It's featuring Sukihana. The song called Sukihana and it's featuring Sukihana. And Juicy J, man, you wild out, man. Because that man say he looking for that wet Sukihana. Now, I ain't looking for that wet Sukihana. No, I'm not looking for that. Know what I'm saying? You know, no, sir. You know, I seen a couple of videos of Suki do some tricks, you know, and they are interesting to look at. But I am not looking for it at all. No, sir. Y'all know I always kind of come with some shit about Suki, and I don't want her to beat me up or nothing like that because I heard she could fight. I don't want no issues with Lil Mama. But no, I am not looking for that Suki. You know what I'm saying? Every time I Suki with the good coochie, keep it. And that's what you do. You keep it. You know what I'm saying? There you go. You can have that. Speaking of which, Suki actually got a little beef going on with JT, and we talked about that last week on last week's show. I don't know who streamed her cocaine. Who streamed the Sukihana cocaine? But but JT went ahead and decided to put another verse on OK. She put an extended mix of her new single OK out right now. It's actually doing pretty well. So shout out to JT of the City Girls, man, doing her solo thing. And the extended mix of OK is out right now. Y'all go stream that. The number 2 song in the country, also a new entry from Tommy Richmond, $1 Million Baby. We played that just a minute ago. It's a pretty good song. You heard it all over the internet. You know, everybody using it in their reels and things like that. And it may go up to be number 1 because it's actually a really good song. It's the number 1 song on TikTok right now. So who knows? I think that Not Like Us gonna double back for 2 weeks in a row on the number 1 song in the country. But shout out to Tommy Richmond. Lil Foot, Bigfoot featuring Young Nudie. We was just talking about on part 1 about Childish Gambino. New album called Alta Vista. But yeah, it's a bit different. It's like it's one of them hand clap type songs. I'm saying, you know, kind of like an old Negro spiritual meets Gucci Man. Yeah, old Negro spiritual mixed with OJ the Juice Man. Make them say, "Ay, ay, clap, ay, say, ay." Shout out I can't even talk. Childish Gambino, shout out to him, man. And Rhapsody is dropping a new project this weekend. We love Rhapsody's music. We love female artists, especially when they can really rap as good as Rhapsody, man. The new 3 a.m. featuring Erykah Badu. Y'all go check that out on the podcast playlist. And we started off the show with Miss Sosa. Brand new Miss Sosa is called Switch Up. Can't wait till the video come out. We're going to actually be playing that song on a lot of our shows coming up. So shout out to Miss Sosa, the beautiful, talented, and she worked real hard, y'all, man. Y'all go stream that Switch Up by Miss Sosa. And go check out that DozhaToldya Podcast playlist. It was about 21 songs on it this week. Kind of a short playlist, but it got some hits on it. So y'all go check it out on Tidal, or y'all can listen right here on DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixler app. You dig? One round of applause for everybody that made the playlist. And what else we can talk about while we were talking about new music? Because I think what we said we forgot in part 1. I can't remember. Let's talk about Cardi B. We ain't talk about her in part 1. Cardi B says that she won't be releasing no album this year. So, you know, we thought we was getting ready to get an album from Cardi B. and we ain't get no album in a minute. You know, it almost started to make you think, like, is Cardi B really an artist? Is Cardi B an artist, or is she just a content creator that got some music? Because, you know, we haven't really heard from Cardi B since she dropped that Diamond album. Now, the album, don't say, you know, her music does very, very well. You know, she's a very beautiful woman as well. So, you know, but I don't know. It seemed like, you know, she just won't drop the album. So we don't really know what's going on with Cardi, man. You know, she holding on to the music. Offset said that she should drop it. We've been waiting, and she dropped a couple of singles. Like we was damn near about to get one. It felt like we was about to get an album, and then, you know, next thing you know, Cardi B kind of held back and was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. So, you know, I don't know what she's scared of. I don't know, you know, maybe she got some kids. She got 2 kids. She's a mom out here. So, man, happy Mother's Day to Cardi and all that good stuff. But new music, album would be great. Sophomore jinx is a bit much to deal with when you got new music and stuff like that. You're a new artist. But nevertheless, she's still nominated for a lot of different awards. So, hey, I guess it's working for her. So, you know, but we would like to hear more from Cardi. So release the music. She said we ain't gonna get no album this year. So maybe in 2025, y'all. But Cardi B also said that she won't be voting this year. So that was kind of controversial. A lot of folks have not been too happy with Joe Biden and his support of the of Israel, with the Israeli and Pakistan conflict. So Cardi B said, "Hey, I ain't voting. You know, I ain't messing with none of them." She said she ain't dealing with Donald Trump or Biden.
Way too much influence to say something like that. Okay, Cardi, it's one thing to say you're not going to come out with an album, but to tell people that you're not going to vote is not good. You have way too much influence to say something like that in swing states. Let me tell you something. These racists, they vote. Okay? They know how to play the game. All right? They hire people and put them in positions to be racist. So if you're not going to vote, keep it to yourself. Okay? I thought you said you don't like to talk. Now you're talking too much. Also, I know you like playing with your kids. There's going to be a lot of people that can't do that if certain people get in office. Okay? Reproductive rights is an issue. You think it's a shortage of music producers, it's going to be a shortage of baby producers. Nobody is super happy about Biden and Trump. Okay? All right? But we got to do what we got to do. And if we got to get Biden's slow-talking ass in there, then we got to do that. Unfortunately, the world is set up where people like you have huge influence over intelligent people and politicians. So, no. You got to fix this. I have not heard one rapper say anything good about this election. Like, all of y'all are either like Trump or I'm not voting. Like, rappers and politics is not working for me right now. Y'all need to talk about other votes, like strip club presidents. You know Trump don't like social media, right? It's going to affect your business. If Trump gets in office, it's going to affect your business. So you need to rally all your people to get his ass out of there. Because he's going to come with all types of crazy laws. He might come up with a Cardi B law. I don't like Cardi B. She said I was old. Cardi B can't talk no more. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you say. Watch what you say, sis. Don't get emotional and just say anything. With Rolling Stone don't even respect rap. Why do we keep giving Rolling Stone respect with our rappers? If it was up to Rolling Stone, Trump and Biden be one of the top 10 rappers.
Yeah, man, that's Royce Winter. I mean, I don't absolutely agree with his perspective. I think it's your prerogative if you decide to vote. If you want to vote for Trump, if you want to vote for Biden, that's your choice. You know, maybe you shouldn't kind of vocalize your choice so early in the year. You know, we still got a couple of months before election. It don't even really feel like they've been campaigning for election though, really. It kind of been kind of dead out there. But hey, it's your choice. If she don't feel like voting for either one of those candidates, then, you know, who am I to say that, you know, Trump is going to have it looking bad out here? I'm actually like, I kind of, don't get it twisted. I'm not really feeling Trump, but at the same time, I kind of feel like, hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna let it change my life, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think that either one of them are going to be supporting Israel. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. Some folks like to believe that they were making more money when Trump was in office, but we also had a pandemic and there was a lot of folks that was dying. If it's about money, then, let it be about money. If it's about morals, then we obviously know who has the less morals out of the two of those guys. But just to put it out there, the Dow and the stock market is doing excellent, better than it's ever done. Unemployment is very, very low, even though I can't find a job. Maybe because I ain't looking for the certain type of job. You know what I'm saying? I can't seem to find a job, but they say that unemployment is down. So hey, folks is out here working, man. But a lot of folks are not too happy with the cost of living in a lot of different states. And that's not just gas, that's real estate, it's food, it's a lot of things to deal with. But it's one thing that we're not gonna get a Cardi B album, but for her to go ahead and say that she is not going to vote, it's kind of early to be saying that and putting your influence out there, Cardi. So I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't agree with what Buddy was saying about, it's gonna mess up your money or mess up people from having babies. The reproductive rights is important, but I don't really think that that much of that's not gonna change either. So while we're still talking about politics, Biden says that he's going to do something about these marijuana laws. And I hope that he can not only pardon those people that have marijuana possession charges and wipe the marijuana convictions off of everyone's record, because marijuana has affected a lot of people's life. Especially mine. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying that wrong. Not marijuana, the marijuana laws, the petty marijuana laws, and especially in the South. But what's also fucked up is they gonna legalize marijuana, and they only legalizing marijuana because, the rich white folks are starting to come out with dispensaries. And they setting up shop. So a lot of black folks are not really happy with the legalization of marijuana, because it kind of mess up the market. It put too much competition out there for the small dealer. So, that might not be a great thing to campaign on. But here is Joe Biden's talking about his attack on the marijuana laws in his next term if he gets it.
This is monumental. Today, my administration took a major step to reclassify marijuana from a Schedule I drug to a Schedule III drug. It's an important move toward reversing long-standing inequities. Today's announcement builds on the work we've already done to pardon a record number of federal offenses for simple possession of marijuana. And it adds to the action we've taken to lift barriers to housing, employment, small business loans, and so much more for tens of thousands of Americans. Look, folks, no one should be in jail merely for using or possessing marijuana, period. Far too many lives have been upended because of failed approach to marijuana, and I'm committed to righting those wrongs. You have my word on it.
All right, so that is Joe Biden saying that he is changing the classification of marijuana from being a Class 2 to a Class 3 drug. And we're gonna get some reparations for the probation fees that I had to pay for being, having possession of marijuana cases, and being pulled over and harassed because my car smelled like marijuana. Like, it would be nice to have some type of tax write-off or something if you ever been charged with possession of marijuana, or if you ever been harassed for actually smelling like marijuana. I don't like the judgment that comes with marijuana, but people could smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol all they want. Not that they can drink and drive, but, you know, I don't feel like marijuana has ever, you know what I'm saying, you know, killed anybody or made anybody, you know, kill anybody. So if anything, it's a peaceful plant. And although there are side effects of everything that you do in excess, you know, but moderation is the key. And I think that's a good thing that he finally is triggering, you know, just turning his attention to the marijuana laws. And really, if you look at the West Coast and most of the liberal areas of the country, most of the areas that are not highly populated by black people already legalized marijuana. Because one thing white folks don't like to do, I'm not trying to make it racial here, but we know one thing white people don't like to do is make laws that's going to get white people locked up. White people don't like to police other whites. So in Georgia and Florida and Louisiana and Alabama, they still trying to rope people off for marijuana because they know that black people going to use and then black people going to get caught with marijuana, and white folks use marijuana differently than black folks anyway. Like, you know, they might smoke a joint or they might just hit the bong or something like that, something real quick and simple where the smell don't really linger, and we gonna goddamn go roll up some backwoods or roll up some blunts and then smoke for a whole hour and smoke about 3-4 blunts. And, you know, a lot of things that we do is kind of excessive. I will say that. And I don't know, I'm getting tired of that shit too. You know, y'all already know right now, I'm not really feeling niggas too much. You know what I'm saying? Not that all black folks are niggas. Don't get it twisted. There are a lot of white niggas out there too. I think that Trump is a white nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just don't really respect ignorance in no form or, you know, or personality. I keep that shit away from me. Keep that N-word energy away from me. You know, and I'm sorry to actually even use the word like that. Y'all know that's not in my character, but man, niggas is niggas. And I've had a bad experience this week with niggas, and I just want them to stay far, far away from me, please. No ignorance is allowed in my vicinity, and once somebody is actually ignorant or, you know, or just kind of fucking up my front sway, then I'm just taking myself and I'm just, you know, separating myself from the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's Dozha told you, you did. So, yeah, man, however you guys decide to vote, man, that's your decision. Just do a little research. Mostly research your local legislation and research who's running, you know, in your district and your state. And I don't think that it's responsible for somebody to tell other folks that not vote. And black people, you know, a lot of us kind of talk a lot of shit about politics, and we ain't gonna go out there and vote anyway as a whole. And actually, main reason is because they've designed so many different ways to take our vote away from us, and we just let it ride. So, you know, I'm not telling anybody not to vote, but, you know, just do some research on who you vote for, and know that it does matter. You know, we need all the votes and all the balance of power that we can get in this country, because it's a lot of bullshit that be going on, man. I'll tell you that much. So moving right along, politics and allegations, part of the show. J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Man, J-Lo and Ben Affleck, man, it's a rumor that that Ben has had enough. The rumor is that Ben has had enough with J-Lo, man. You know, we've laughed and talked about this clip that went viral, and this just pretty much sums up their relationship. This is, of course, an old clip. You guys may have already seen this, but just look at the look on Ben's face once he slammed this door. He's gonna slam it kind of hard too. Like, watch this. Wow. Tired of that bullshit. Tired of this bullshit. And really, it looked like he was just a little upset about being filmed everywhere he go with her, you know? I don't really know. But they say that Ben is actually, you know, is getting fed up with dealing with J-Lo's stuff. I don't know how, cause shit, J-Lo look good. And you know, it might just be a rumor, cause you know there's other clips of them happy together as well. So, you know, while you may see a clip of them not, you know, looking too happy, every couple that has rough patches, I think that they look pretty happy in this clip brought to you from the Hollywood pipeline, or maybe that looked like a Hollywood kiss. Y'all know them Hollywood kisses when they cover up the whole face and you can't really tell if they really kissing. But this is their second go round anyway. You know, they actually spent the block in their relationship. So, you know, the grass is not greener. I'm gonna tell you that much, Ben. You ain't gonna get you ain't gonna get a finer woman than J-Lo. But, you know, maybe you might need a little bit more than that. Maybe you might need more than just looks. You know, who knows? But man, I don't know. I think that they I think that they were a good couple. You know what I'm saying? I like Jen and Ben. You know, Jen Fleck, or what they call him, Ben Lopez. But yeah, man. Say it might be you know, a little rough patch that y'all might be going to, man. Maybe y'all just need a little therapy and, man, you know, stick it out. Grass is not greener, man. Once you get a little older, you know, and you kind of found the person that you've been with for years and years, you know, it makes a lot more sense to just stick with that person. Because I mean, nobody ain't gonna find nobody 50 years old looking like that. And I want to say that this picture is not real. This is not the real J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? This is a artificial enhanced for photo, but man, is it fun to look at. It is fun to look at. And if you could look at this in person in your bedroom, man, I'll tell you what. But yeah, this is not real. This is artificially enhanced, but she still look good anyway. So I've seen a lot of folks kind of repost that picture or whatever and talk about how good J-Lo look and all that stuff. But y'all just got to know that that's not real. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, J-Lo still looking good, you know, and she like 50 something years old, and I'll take it. I'll take it, man. So, thoughts and prayers to J-Lo and Ben Affleck. You know, I hope y'all work that out, man. You know, I hope y'all work that out. If not, then, you know, hey, somebody else. You know what I'm saying? One man's treasure is another man's, I said it wrong. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And that's just a couple of bad jokes. At least I delivered it bad. Hey. Tyrese. So Tyrese ducked lawsuits while performing at a show. They say Tyrese was performing at a show, and then them folks tried to give him some lawsuit papers, and he got the hell up out of there. Tyrese ducked the lawsuit. I saw a chick at Kroger last night that looked like that. Why put up with attitudes for looks? Oh, okay. So, yeah, you saying that, you know, a lot of girls look like that. So, yeah, don't put up with no attitude for look. Hey, man, every woman got a little attitude. It is what it is. You know, whether you putting up for attitude for money or you putting up attitude for looks, you know, sometimes the attitude is what make the sets better. You know what I'm saying? You know, that makeup sets is a motherfucker now. Shit. And her son was grown. So, yeah. Yeah. She probably was pretty old. But I don't know, man. It ain't easy to find you a J-Lo. I'm just saying it ain't easy to find you a J-Lo. But we on Tyrese now. Tyrese had to get up out of there, man. They tried to press my boy and get him these lawsuit papers. He being sued. And in the middle of the performance, he had to get up out of there, man, on Mother's Day. they say, hey, how you gonna act like that, Tyrese? Now, how you gonna act like that, Tyrese? We paid to see a good show, but we don't want you to get sued either. So Tyrese said, hey, grand opening, grand closing. Know what I'm saying? You know, some people know how to make an entrance. That boy Tyrese know how to make an exit. No bad jokes there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No bad jokes. Tyrese know how to make an exit. And when they say exit stage left, my boy Tyrese said, oh, no problem. Hold my beer. I got it. I'm out of here. You know, while he was still singing. Good thing for God bless cordless mics. Boy, say, what more than you want from me? I tell you what, you ain't going to get it. I'm out of here. My boy Tyrese was like, I'm out of here. And I'm gone. Yeah, man. They're trying to sue old Tyrese, man. Damn, Tyrese, how you gonna act like that? We came to see you, and you ducking them people, huh? You ducking them people, huh? Yeah, you full of that diesel, huh? Yeah. What is the lawsuit about though? What is Tyrese being sued about? It's a $10 million lawsuit. Oh, I get it. That's quite a bit of money, Tyrese. Yeah. So they trying to railroad that boy. They say that boy had to get up out of there. Here go another Here go another. Somebody else caught Tyrese sneaking up out of the concert on the outside. Hold on. I messed it up. Hold on, let's play it. Here we go. The band's still playing the music. That boy Tyrese say, I'm gone. Nah, you sing it. You talking about sing it, y'all. You sing it, Tyrese. Shout out to Hoods on TV. Boy, Tyrese got a $10 million lawsuit though. You know, I would have had to buck and get up out of there too though. You know, they trying to serve papers. And whoever the dude was that was trying to serve them papers, man, you was supposed to be a little more incognito than that. You probably showed up with the big old yellow envelope. Know what I'm saying? Big old vanilla envelope coming off in there with your little badge on. Probably didn't want to pay for the concert, so you just wanted to get through. Hey, I'm here to serve Tyrese some papers. Let me in. And shit, they spread the word. They got the word around. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tyrese, get up out of there. Tyrese, get up out of there, boy. They coming. So yeah, man, you did the right thing. Got up out of there real quick. Would you say play the Joy Taylor fucking money clip? Okay. All right. But yeah, this what Tyrese was face was when they told him, hey man, them folks coming. Hey Tyrese, them folks coming. Boy say, hey man, how you gonna act like that? I'll show you how to act. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to Tyrese, man. I hope he keep running, my boy. Keep running, my boy. Don't let them folks catch you, my boy. My boy say play. All right.
Just keep it a buck. If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, fucking money.
Funny, fine, fucking money. She didn't say money. That F word before money counts, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really, really does. Are you ladies willing to admit that? This is not a question for myself.
Find funny fucking money. You're throwing.
I'ma say it again. Stop it one more time. Griff, play it again so we make sure they heard it correct. I need to see it again. You think she threw out that word before money by accident?
Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want, find funny fucking money.
Okay. I didn't know anything about that clip, but I'm working on it. Know what I'm saying? I'm not really funny. I got a whole bunch of bad jokes, but guess what? I got the rest of it covered, ladies. I got you covered. Look at this. Got you covered. But the jokes, I'm working on my jokes. So, not really too funny. And my money might be a little funny too. Funny money is me. Fine, funny, and funny money. Bad jokes. Fine, funny, and funny money, man. Hey, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. This is how open the door to get manipulated by rich assholes. Hey, I feel you, Shed. This is exactly how, they later on be complaining later on. He dumped me. He cheated on me. Yeah, because you was looking for the wrong things. Talking about fucking money. Yeah. Yeah, that fucking money gonna find a whole bunch of women who want to fuck for the money. Bad jokes again. One time. It's on Patreon though, so we could wild out a little bit, man. Politics and allegations, part 2. We have a little bit more fun. So, yeah, I mean, just be careful with with the people that y'all decide to court and decide to settle down with. Don't be settling down for the wrong reasons out here, man. Y'all gotta be a little more smart with the people that y'all decide to end up with. Be selective. All right, keeping this thing moving. Anita Baker. The Anita Baker concert in Atlanta this weekend was canceled, and a lot of people wasn't too happy. There was a lot of aunties and mothers and aunties that traveled to Atlanta over the weekend to see old Anita Baker bake. They came to see Anita Baker cook. And word on the block is that Anita Baker canceled right before the show. Like, these folks was damn near outside of the venue coming to see Anita do her thing. And the beautiful voiced singer canceled on them folks. Yeah, man. A lot of people wasn't too happy, man. The aunties were outside in Atlanta this weekend, man. When I tell you they was outside, ready to go to the concert. And Anita, it would have been one thing if she would have pulled the Lauryn Hill and showed up late. But baby didn't show up at all. And she was just having, I wonder what Babyface got to say about this. Because y'all remember Anita was having some issues with Babyface opening up for, but the aunties was mad. Here go one of the aunties right now, you know what I'm saying? Letting y'all know how she felt about Anita Baker not showing up for the show.
I'm pissed. Anita bald-headed ass, they canceled the concert. I've been waiting for her since January, and her bald-headed ass canceled the concert. Look at us. We all standing out here ready, wait. And her bald-headed ass canceled the concert last minute. Pissed, Anita. Run me my money.
Yeah. Now, that's not funny money. That's not fucking money. She said run her money. Aunties was mad out there. You hear me? Shout out to Coco Nails on TikTok. Mad. Yeah, she looking good, too. You looking good, auntie. I know you mad. You look good when you mad, auntie. Look at you. Yeah, man. But I don't know why she had to call Anita bald-headed. Like, no, come on now, ladies. Y'all get it. Y'all know how to diss. When y'all be mad, boy, they don't be caring. Nah, Anita got to be bald headed, man. I understand she was mad though. Yeah. I don't blame her. I don't blame her for being mad, but you ain't got to call Auntie Baker, Auntie Anita, bald headed though. Here go another clip of somebody mad about Anita. A bunch of folks mad about Anita not showing up and canceling her show last minute.
So, trying to go to the Anita Baker concert. This is the second concert she's canceled. Anita, please, 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 please. So, I've been listening to Anita Baker since I was younger, and I finally got the chance to afford a ticket to go see her, and now her show is canceled for the second time. Like, this cannot be happening. Like, Anita, come on. Like, what the heck? Even with this, it is 6:38. The show was supposed to start at 7. Like, what is going on? So everyone's sitting here trying to figure out what to do. Mind you, we paid for parking, we paid for our tickets in advance. It's the second show that she has canceled on. Like, I hope Auntie Nita is okay, but I can't right now.
So yeah, man, it does get expensive. You got people that paid for parking, you got people that flew in. You know, they're not gonna be able to get their money back on the plane ticket. So the hotel, costs, the Uber fees that they use to get to the venue, even if they didn't pay the park, and then just folks just outright wasted their time coming out there to see Anita. And I ain't even know that she canceled twice on them fools. Yeah, man, Anita wilding out, man. Come on now, Auntie Baker, Auntie Anita. You can't be doing that now. You can't be doing that.
Okay, guys, so Anita Baker cancels again. So here's the thing. Not all musicians are meant to be seen live in concert. And I think, at least for me, I'm adding Anita Baker to that list. Doesn't mean they can't be adored. It doesn't mean you can't love their music. But not everybody's meant to go on tour. They don't have the temperament for it. They don't have the personality for it. Maybe they have health issues or for whatever reason. And so now for me, I will be adding Anita Baker to that list. I mean, she did this on Mother's Day weekend. A lot of older women got up, got ready, and got dressed. Whatever was going on 30 minutes before the show, I don't know. Like I said, I realize things do happen, but this is a pattern for her. So it's not a big leap for me to think that maybe she could have gone and done the show. So for me, Anita Baker, I will continue to enjoy I still have your CDs, honey. I have a CD player. I will put my CD in and I will listen and sing along, but you ain't getting a dime out of me on tour. All right, bye.
Okay, Auntie's was mad. Auntie looked kind of good too, man. Yeah, man. I'm mad for you, Auntie. I'm mad. And I'm acting like I'm an old spring chicken, you know what I'm saying? You know me, I might be out here looking for an old auntie. Shit. Should have went out there to the doggone concert, man, Caught me an old auntie out there mad. You want to go have some drinks, Auntie? I know Anita didn't show up, but hey, I did. You know what I'm saying? What we doing? Yeah, man. She said she gonna go ahead and put Auntie on a no ticket list. We ain't buying no more tickets. I think it's only right there. Anita, you need to do a free show in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You need to get with the folks at Piedmont Park and go ahead and do a free show in Atlanta. And make up for your mistakes, Anita. And that ain't right. Them folks done got dressed. Like what they say. You say, we went out there, we got ready, and we got dressed. Of course you got dressed. Of course. Y'all weren't going to go out there naked. But yeah, man, baby say, I still got a CD player. Not like Anita music is on streaming services. You say, I still got the CDs, baby, and we just gonna listen to your CDs at home because you ain't showing up to no damn shows. Damn, that's a damn shame. Such a shame. All right. So Anita Baker didn't show up. What else we need to talk about? Ben had enough of J-Lo. Tyrese had to get up out of there real quick. Cardi B ain't dropping no album this year. I guess we could talk about some serious topics. The tornado. There was a tornado, y'all, that hit Tallahassee, man. Pray for the folks in Tallahassee that were affected by the tornado. They said there was 3 tornadoes that hit Tallahassee last week. So thoughts and prayers to all those that were affected.
I didn't know a tornado would sound like a little flute.
I think it's because the
or
window.
A recorder?
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound like a recorder?
Yeah, it's definitely the window. Does that mean that we're trapped inside this little corner thing?
No, we could go wherever we want in the building.
Okay.
I've never seen a tornado in my life, and it figures it would happen at work. That tree, I love that tree. Please don't let it die. And all these oak trees back here, I don't even know. Oh, holy shit. There's stuff flying way up here.
So they said the tornado was out there sounding like Andre 3000 album. That's crazy. Tornado was sounding like Andre 3000 album. I know it had to be a terrible experience to have to kind of deal with a tornado in Florida, because you know we used to hurricanes, but not no tornadoes. You know, no sir. So yeah, man, thoughts and prayers to those that were affected over the weekend by the tornado and the harsh weather that touched down in Tallahassee, Florida. Tallahassee was like a second home for me at one point, and there was a lot of damage.
Here's my apartment after the tornado.
Say, folks have been out of power for about a week now.
Crazy.
Nearly the entire city was affected. Heavy damage from that tornado. People have had their food spoiled. Trees falling all on houses. Floods, windows broken. And I haven't really been seeing a lot of people post about anything like that. I mean, I got a lot of friends, and I've been having a rough week myself. So I apologize to all my friends that I haven't really called and check on. I might need to check on my sister out there in Tallahassee. But yeah, man, thoughts and prayers to everybody that were affected by the harsh weather in Tallahassee over the weekend. These things almost can happen out of nowhere, really. It really is. It's kind of no way to predict where a tornado will land. So it's kind of hard to prepare. You know, it's one thing when you live in Kansas or when you you from an area that tornadoes strike often. But Tallahassee, they wasn't ready for that. I think I know what street this is, too, now that I think about it. Now they show a little more. Street does look familiar. So, yeah, man, check on your people. Me and my brother Shed, we lived in Tallahassee for quite some time. And, all my FAMU family that were affected. I hope you guys are, doing all right. Hope y'all got power. I've got cars that got damaged. So, I might be going do a little bit myself, but I go ahead and count. I'm gonna count my blessings, man. It could be a lot worse.
God is good.
All the time. All the time. She said it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good.
Holy. Railroad Square is fucking destroyed.
Yes, all of FSU and FAMU and Tallahassee family, my prayers are out to you guys. Some folks said that they've been out of power for about a whole week, leaving 65,000 people without power. Tornado strikes downtown Tallahassee, Florida. So, actually, I got a little nephew that's currently going to fam right now too. So we finish the show today. I'm gonna check on my people. Yeah, so again, thoughts and prayers to all those that were affected by the Tallahassee tornado. And let me say, I also want to say, happy birthday. Happy birthday to my niece, Callie. My niece, Callie, today's her birthday. I almost forgot. And her mom lives out there in Tallahassee. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers to everybody that was affected. And there is more bad news that we got to talk about. More bad news that we had to talk about. I think this also happened in Florida. There was a man that was killed by police. Roger Fortson. Rest in peace to Roger Fortson. He was a senior airman in the Air Force. And he was killed by police unjustly. And I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about it. So, it's only right that we actually, pay our respects. And let's find out a little bit more about this story from Roger Fortson, Ben Crump, attorney Ben Crump has been is on the case, and he's been shedding some light on this terrible tragedy. So yeah, another one. A lot of these things happen all the time. So trigger warning: anybody that gets triggered from these terrible, heinous acts from the police. But senior airman Roger Fortson, girlfriend recorded on FaceTime his encounter with Okaloosa Sheriff, that is in Florida. Listen as they hesitate to perform life-saving acts. Man, Here we go, man. Trigger warning to anybody, you know, that may be affected, that have had bad run-ins with the police or have lost family members. I have lost family members to you know, under the care of, under the custody of police. So I definitely get triggered, but, you know, thoughts and prayers to all of the family and anybody that was affected from Airman Fortson's death. But let's find out more information about this.
Do not move. Stop moving. Stop moving. Hang on, man. We got EMS coming for you. Don't move. Hey, you got move. We're good. We're good. He had a gun as soon as you open that door. I haven't even gone inside the building yet. Let's go. Sheriff's office, somebody else, make the presence known. Watch the door around, go left. On the ground. Going over and pushing? Go. Yep. Sheriff's office, make the presence known. Go. Move up. Sheriff, put it right here. Sheriff's office, open the door. Pull up. Go ahead. I'm coming from Sheriff's office. Sheriff, open the door. Move. Clear. You got any trauma? I don't got some trauma kids? Nope, you got which? Yeah, we got it. Alright. Hey, I got one of the cards. They're unpluggable. Yeah, mine's out there by the field. Go get the trauma kit, please. I have one in my vest. Yeah, okay. I got it over there. The chest. I can get one here. You start moving it out. Yes, that's Feel something in there. Hey, Florida. Echo 14 on 1. You're rolling, shoot tricks. Alright, go. Fuelers on again. Hey, man.
Again, rest in peace, Roger Fortson. I think we got another clip of somebody giving us a little more information about. Let's see what Tizzy Entertainment. I love the way he break down these things. This is a great guy. The way he break down and shed light on some of these tragedies. And this is just a terrible picture right here. I mean, it's a sad picture, not a terrible picture. Excuse me. Of I'm gonna assume that this is his niece or daughter. Man, let's find out some more information about Airman Fortson.
This is U.S. Senior Airman Roger Fortson, pictured here with his little sister. On May 3rd, he was in his apartment in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, on a FaceTime call with his girlfriend when he heard someone knocking at the door. It was aggressive knocking, so he retrieved his legally owned firearm and went to see who was knocking on that door. It turned out that it was a sheriff's deputy. He opened the door, and despite having the gun at his side, this happened, and trigger warning if you are unfamiliar with the story and haven't seen this body cam footage.
Sheriff's office, open the door. Step out.
Oh my God.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
He was shot and killed despite never presenting as a threat to that officer. Police said they were there because they got a call about a domestic disturbance and were directed to Roger's apartment. Only he was on a FaceTime call with his girlfriend, and they weren't arguing, and there was no one else in the apartment. So they weren't even at the right place. They knocked on his door, and he answered, holding a gun he legally owned that he had every right to have in his hand. And without even saying, put the gun down, he was shot and killed. Now, police say they're investigating, but I'm not sure what there is to investigate. Experts say gun alone does not justify deadly force in fatal shooting. And of course it doesn't. You're allowed to own a gun. You're allowed to answer the door with your gun if you're not threatening someone with it. And he wasn't. He had it by his side and his hand raised. He posed no threat, And yet this was the response from law enforcement. Yet in other situations, law enforcement responds like this. If this guy decided to pull, this officer's gone. He does not have time to get his hand back on his weapon and draw it. And this guy really just has to pull from the hip. He'll hit him 5 out of 6 shots. And what I really don't understand is, where is the NRA? Where are all the very outspoken 2A advocates? Why are they not screaming from the rooftops about this? He was a legal gun owner who was within his rights, and he was killed. When George Zimmerman picked a fight with a teenager and then started to lose that fight and killed him, all of the 2As, all the NRA, they were screaming in his defense. But when police entered Breonna Taylor's apartment and her boyfriend didn't know who it was and grabbed his legally owned firearm, they shot and killed her, and no one had anything to say about it. Kyle Rittenhouse, somewhere he wasn't supposed to be with a firearm that he probably shouldn't have had, shouldn't have crossed state lines with, shouldn't have been out there. He was effing around and finding out, and 3 people were shot, 2 of whom died. Second Amendment lovers, NRA, screaming from the rooftops in his defense. But U.S. Senior Airman Roger Fortson dies, and y'all don't make a peep. Children get gunned down in a school, and someone goes, maybe we should have stricter background checks, and you all lose your mind. But him, a legal gun owner, killed in his home by a government agent who's paid with U.S. tax dollars, and you don't care. It's almost as if you don't see yourselves in him.
Oh, man. That's heavy. That's heavy. Thank you, Tizzy Entertainment, for a great...
This is U.S. Senior Airman Roger Fortson.
A great breakdown of that tragedy.
I have no viewers on here.
And then it sounds like they didn't even really try to save his life
Hey man, stay with us.
afterwards.
I have no viewers on here. Hey man, stay with us. Rolling for you. No, got it. No, you got exit. Exit one in the back. Okay, 1. Second 1, 2. One trying to get up here. 2 in. Shoulder side. Roll ready. 3 on the arm. Roll. Watch that. Got no exit. 2 related dispatch. You got 3 gunshot wounds. 1 exit. Maybe more, man. He's shot up. 4 up. We have 3 gunshot wounds in the chest, 1 exit wound. Count 6. Okay, who's got? You got that 6 gunshot wounds. Just keep going. Who's that from? Give me a measure. Give me some. Hold on, let me look at my bag. I don't have tickets. We got nothing. Here, we got. Check. Get that's fine, but we'll just hit the rebound. See if you can get any other stuff. Distribution to the dog. Nothing? Pressure on that side will work against. You got it, man. It's gonna hurt, man. I know. Alright. You want to go? Keep breathing. I got high pocket. I got some of this. Got it. There's more directions in there. Get them out. You got high pressure. Look to this side. And let's go. Okay, I can't hold pressure. I can't just go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate these types of stories. And again, they happen so often, and folks are kind of so desensitized from this type of stuff that, you know, it happens and we don't really see a lot of people talking about it. Sometimes, you know, I kind of even forget to talk about some of this stuff and try to have a lot of fun on the show. But it kind of came across my timeline, and, you know, we just see it so much. We know, yeah, like he said, double standards in this country are crazy, man. When you don't feel protected by the people that's supposed to protect you, it's crazy. So again, rest in peace to Roger Fortson and everyone else that was affected by, everyone that was killed unjustly by police. The list is just so long. I used to try to name off the list, but it's a never ending problem that we have in this country. And between that and the violence, of our own people, a lot of that stuff kind of really be having me fed up. So take a quick moment of silence, and then we'll get ready to wrap the show up. Rest in peace, Roger Fortson. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. So we can get ready to wrap this thing up. We have just a couple of sports topics to talk about before we get up out of here. Hopefully we can make it by the end of the fourth quarter. So we can check out the end of the fourth quarter, even though it doesn't look like it's close at all. The Minnesota Timberwolves, who are currently down in the series against the Denver Nuggets, are up in the fourth quarter, 86-61 versus the Denver Nuggets. It looks like they got this one in the bag. It looks like they got this one in the bag, and they could tie the series up and look like we may have a 7-game series on our hands. And it's been a good series. Jokic got 22 points with 9 rebounds and 1 assist. I mean, that's a surprise because he usually plays a lot better than that. Actually, that's not even a bad game. Karl Anthony Towns has 10 points, 13 rebounds. Not bad, but not really good. I ain't going to call that good at all. Rudy Gobert, 25 minutes with 6 points and 11 rebounds. No blocks, 1 steal. So that's what we came to talk about. Before we talk about the rest of the game, let's talk about Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns and the way that they have been being manhandled by Jokic. Of course, we talked about last week Jokic winning the MVP, his 3rd MVP in a row. And that guy is probably the best center I've ever seen play the game of basketball. Hakeem Olajuwon, Joel Embiid, Shaquille O'Neal. Who else? Some of the best centers I've ever seen play. I mean, Jokic. Like, the way Nikola Jokic has been playing basketball has been absolutely phenomenal. Actually, it's not 3 MVPs in a row because Embiid won last year. But this would be, at the age of 29, Jokic has 3 MVPs. And he's currently facing the Defensive Player of the Year. And Rudy Gobert is the Defensive Player of the Year. And 2 days ago, Jokic put up 40 points, 13 rebounds. No, 40.7 rebounds and 13 assists. Monster game. 41 minutes. 15 for 22, 2 for 3 from three-pointer. The game before that, he had 35 points in 39 minutes, 15 for 26. The man is efficient. He runs the point. Keeps everybody involved, makes others better around him. Shoots the ball with a 7-foot guy in his face. Gets the rebounds. Some may talk about his athleticism and that he's moving slow on the court or whatever they want to say about him, but man, he's the best center I've ever seen. It's just amazing. And he's doing this again. Rudy Gobert has won Defensive Player of the Year, I want to say 3 times. And Joker has just been doing what he wants with that guy. Pause. Like, just doing what he want out there on the court, man, and it's just crazy. You know, he runs the point. Can we factor in that he's not the most athletic guy? You know, he's not the fastest. He's not even the tallest on the court. But man, he's very, very smart. He's a winner. And Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, y'all both 7 foot, all-stars. Karl Anthony Towns especially, this series you have been exposed, sir. Yeah, earlier this year you had a 62 points he scored earlier this year. So it might even be 70 points. How much Karl Anthony Towns has scored? Like, we talked about it on the show. He had a career high this year in points, 62 point game. He is the All-Star MVP, and he's the type of player that is has a high potential. But when it's time to really, really show up, especially in the playoffs, especially against Joker, I would say that Karl Anthony Towns is more athletic than Joker. Has arguably a better three ball. A little less pressure than Joker. Doesn't have doesn't have all the attention on him. Has a little bit of backup, and still be out there looking like trash juice. Trash can juice. The little water at the bottom of the trash can when you take out the trash and it's been there for like 3 days. Yeah, that shit stinks, don't it? And so does this guy. Oh my God. He stinks. I would like to see these guys pull off the series. I mean, maybe you can pull off a good game by the end of the series, Karl Anthony Towns, and get your self-respect and dignity back. But man, you are underperforming, sir. Yeah, one game earlier in the series, he was 5 for 18 or something crazy like that. And it's like, bro, who's guarding you though? You got Gobert on the court. Joker doesn't have the best defense in the world. Who's guarding you, sir? What's stopping you from scoring 40? Hell, 25. You got Anthony Edwards, balling out. You got McDaniel doing his thing defensively. You got a good point guard, in Conley. And right now, Karl Anthony Towns currently has 0 for 4 from 3, 4 for 10 from the field, 13 rebounds. I mean, that's a given. But 10 points. And I mean, luckily y'all winning. If you would have put up them 10 points and y'all would be losing this game, shit. You ain't gonna want to hear what they got to say on Sports Center about you tomorrow. And I still feel like they still should roast you and Rudy Gobert, because Rudy Gobert is just a defensive liability and an offensive liability when he on the court during the playoff time. But during the regular season, he going crazy. Yeah, I did that to show y'all where I'm looking at the stats right now currently. They got 3 centers on this team, that play really, really well. The 6th man of the year, and Naz Reid, really, really good player, but he come off the bench. He 0 for 4 right now from 3 right now, but he got 11 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns got 13, and Gobert got 13 rebounds. So this is a good game. Y'all got to close it out, though. Y'all need to play like this one more time. Actually play better than this. This is still not good enough. Because Joker is going to bounce back. I don't know what's going on with Jamal Murray right now. He 4 for 18 right now. That's what's going on. That's why they losing. They got a bad game from Jamal Murray. Maybe they should have played Jackson a little more. But even he 0 for 4. Okay, so yeah, that's what's going on. The Nuggets got DeAndre Jordan, and he don't never get on the court. He don't never play. Joker be playing all the minutes. And the Joker's having a bad game, but he still scored 22 points in a bad game. But you ain't gonna see too many bad games out of Jokic. And I just say he deserves all the praise, and he got my respect. The guy out there is a monster, man. And what he say?
Anthony Edwards tonight. You drove. Put it behind
This is from the last game. This is the press conference from the last game, and this is how Jokic be stunting on these fools.
Nikola, in Game 3, you had the dunk over Anthony Edwards. Tonight, you drove. Put it behind your head. Where's that coming from? And is that a product of all of Minnesota's rim protection? Do you feel like you need to finish with more authority when you have the chance?
I mean, I had open lane, and just, I'm a freak of nature, and why not to show my athleticism?
My boy be stunting on him on the low. So modest, you know what I'm saying, out there talking like Shaq. And last week we talked about Shaq versus Shannon Sharp. And they said that Shaq was hating because he said that Joker shouldn't have got the MVP over Shai Gilgeous Alexander. But yeah, I disagree with Shaq now. But I think that was a good point that Shaq made, but I don't think that he was a hater, But Jokic is better than Shaq, And Shaq was the most dominant player to ever play the game at center. But Kareem, Hakeem, Pat Ewing, none of them ain't got nothing on Nikola Jokic. Point center, phenomenon, freak of nature. So, congratulations to him, and maybe they can stop him one more game and get into the. But anyway, keep this thing moving right along. Bronny James in the combine, man. Should Bronny James be drafted? Is it nepotism at its finest? And is there a problem with a little nepotism when it comes to LeBron James being looked at to go to the NBA? What round will he go in? So far, so good. He's been having a very, very good combine. I don't know about very, very good. That's a little bit of a stretch. But he's been having a good combine. I think his body, his height is a bit of an issue. But he may, work on his handles. He may be a good point guard for backup point guard for a good team, or a spot up shooter. In one game he had like 4 points though. He in the combine, and the last game he had 13 points, 4 for 10 in his last and
there's no one
in his last combine highlight. But again, he was listed at 6'4", but they be lying. They used to lie on Charles Barkley. It used to be like Charles Barkley was 6'9", and Charles Barkley wasn't nothing but 6'6". So they're gonna lie sometimes about the height of NBA players. But they say that my boy got a 40.5-inch vertical leap. Kind of the same vertical jump that Derrick Rose had.
one better to bring in on this than our draft expert, Jonathan Gavoni. Jonathan, you've been at the NBA Combine all week in Chicago, and you've seen Bronny's workouts in person. I know you will have plenty of mocks from now until June 26th, but where are you projecting Bronny James today?
Sinead, this was a positive week in Chicago for Bronny James. He's moved into the late second round of our latest projections. We're going to have him at 54 in our next update. That's all the way from the back end of our top 100. Talking to NBA people out here, they feel like he's legitimized himself as a real NBA prospect. He's not just some kind of sideshow, LeBron's son that, the cameras are following him, which that is the case with him. But I just think that the way he shot the ball in drills, the athletic testing, His first day in the 5-on-5 was pretty bad, but yesterday played a great role helping his team to a win, playing good defense, making shots, just showing his feel for the game, his versatility. People love his attitude, his enthusiasm, the way that he understands the type of player that he is. This was a very good week for Bronny James in Chicago.
Yeah, just watching the videos, I've really loved his professionalism. But we all know that there are never uniform opinions on any draft prospect, especially those that are not in the lottery. So it's truly subjective. What are you, though, hearing from scouts about Bronny's draft profile overall?
Bronny James is a very polarizing player, both in the media and among fans, and also with NBA scouts. There is a segment of the NBA scouting population who have already decided a long time ago that Bronny James is not a real basketball player, and they want nothing to do with him. And he could go and have a triple-double in his next game, and they'd still be set on the fact that he's not an NBA player, and the only reason that we're talking about him is because of his last name. Now, there is some truth to that. That's where a lot of the intention comes from. But Bronny has done a good job of showing that he deserves to be on the radar. He was just as good as a lot of the other players that played 5-on-5. And he's a guy that has a real role at the NBA level as a 3-and-D off guard who can make shots, defend his position, play with energy. I compare him to like a Gabe Vincent or a Gary Harris type player.
I mean, that's fair. That's a very, very fair assessment of Bronny James. And again, I don't think there's nothing wrong with him actually getting a little favoritism. I think it is actually tougher for him. A lot more eyes are going to be on him because he's LeBron James' son. But he also is getting his opportunity again. But there's been people that, Austin Rivers, there's other people, even though Austin Rivers was really good. I'm not saying that he's not good. I don't think that LeBronny James is not good. But there's been a few people that's benefited from their dad being a NBA player, So, however you like to call it, all eyes have definitely been on Bron Jr. And he just wants to be treated like everybody else.
I want to be Bronny James and stuff. Was that a conversation you ever had to have with your dad?
Nah.
Was that something that you guys kind of as a family?
Nah.
Process is kind of.
It was something that, Bronny was just a nickname that I was just given when I was younger. But everything that follows my dad, and people just try to link me with that and all the greatness that he's achieved. Like I haven't done anything yet, so I feel like there needs to be that divide in between Bronny and LeBron.
Thanks, Bronny. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
And very, very professional. I think he's work ethic. I think mentally he is ready. I don't know if the Lakers should be the one that draft him. I don't even think that drafting him would be actually I don't know. I don't really know who's coming out. I don't watch a lot of college basketball, so it may not be, the best pick on the first or second round, but definitely he's going to get signed by some team, and it's definitely going to be attractive to whoever does sign him for LeBron James to come over and play for them. They're going to get a lot of press, a lot of marketing. They're going to sell some jerseys. And so it'll be worth it. May not be immediately impacting onto the team, but definitely I think he probably should last a few years and definitely going to do well in the G League. So he still needs a little bit more development to go. But I'm rooting for him. I'm go ahead and root for old Bronny, because I'm saying, the way he's been handling all of this media attention and talking,
beyond that,
he's ready professionally.
Are you really ready? Would you want to put out there that, hey, only draft me if you really think I'm good enough and not for all these other reasons, obviously because of your dad, or you're just like, hey, whatever gets me there, I'll get there?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this is a serious business. and I don't feel like there would be like a thought of I'm just drafting this kid just because of I'm gonna get his dad. Like I don't think a GM would really allow that. So yeah, I've never really thought about like I think I've put in the work and I'd get drafted because of the person, not only the player but the person that I am.
You could potentially.
Right. Shout out to him, man. That's a class act, man. Congratulations, man. Shout out to him. So the Atlanta Hawks have gotten the first pick in the draft, and we don't know who they're gonna pick up, but it really don't matter. I really don't watch a lot of college basketball, so we'll find out when the draft does come along. And I think that will be about it. I think that about covers everything for part 2, politics and allegations. Before we get up out of here, we would like to say, hey, bravo, round of applause to the writers, the creators, Kevin Feige, or however you say his name, everyone over at Marvel. Marvel is making a comeback because the X-Men 97 show, bravo, man. The X-Men 97 show, round of applause. 10 episodes, monumental writing. Man, I'm telling you, if there was any show that you checked out this year, X-Men 97 has been fantastic. The season finale left me, on the edge of my seats. I've already watched it twice. The 5th episode was excellent. Remember Me. They're going to win a lot of awards for this show. They're going to win some Emmys for this show. The writers have done their thing. And I've been kind of disappointed with Marvel in the last couple of movies that they came out, that Thunder and Love, the, Ant-Man, the Doctor Strange, a lot of that stuff have been But this right here, X-Men 97, have brought the Marvel universe back. Marvel animation, hey, keep it that way. All the cameos from the Marvel, from this X-Men show, we've seen Spider-Man, we've seen Captain America, we've seen Cloak and Dagger, Daredevil, and I'm with all of it. If you haven't seen it, I ain't gonna really spoil it for you. I'm just gonna tell y'all that it is all that in a bag of chips. All 10 episodes are now available. The season finale just happened on Wednesday the other night. And man, I'm going to watch all 10 episodes again. I might even go back and watch the old episodes from when we was kids. But it's nothing like the old episodes when we was kids. These are some serious issues these folks are going through. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's racial, gender based, whatever issues. T-Wolves up by 50, man. All right, well, there's no need to actually watch that. There's no longer need to watch that. 114-68. Yeah, them boys. Go ahead and sit everybody down. Yeah, shit. Sit everybody down. You don't play too many minutes anyway. Go ahead and put DeAndre Jordan in. 3 minutes to go in the fourth. The T-Wolves 114-68. But again, man, before we get up out of here, man, highly recommend that y'all go check out X-Men 97. Available on Disney Plus. But yeah, man, shout out to all the characters, all the high cameo moments, you know what I'm saying? From Nightcrawler to Wolverine, Cyclops, they put some respect on his name. Jean Grey, she don't pass out after doing everything that she used to do. My boy Gambit showed out. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for y'all. Morph is back, he might be a little ambiguous or whatever in his he might be a little binary, but and he might damn near could be anybody, but sometimes you be wondering why he don't be anybody. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rogue, she's a beast in this. Shout out to Beast. He's a beast. Professor X, Jubilee showed out. You know what I'm saying? Jubilee done had a lot of great moments. This has just been a very, very impressive show. and I can't wait for season 2. Like, they've already signed on for season 2. We are on our edge of our seats waiting for season 2, man. But bravo for the writers and all the creators of X-Men 97. Y'all have single-handedly brought back the Marvel Universe. And I'm so happy that they ain't had this in the movie theaters. They might even have to do a movie version of it, because I don't even know if I want to see. I don't even know if we want to see no live version, no life version of the X-Men. You know, just keep it all animated, man. They all gonna do this good on the animation. Yeah, keep it all animated, cause shit, very, very, very good show, man. Cable, Bishop on there, you know, Mr. Sinister, Magneto, just, you know, oh man, go watch that show, man. I don't want to give any more spoilers out about it, but we're gonna get up out of here. And again, follow us on all platforms. DozhaToldya on Facebook, DozhaToldya on Instagram, DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixler app. You know, we appreciate anybody and everybody that have supported us via Cash App, DozhaToldyaRadio on the Cash App. You're going to see my real name. Brian going to pull up. You know, we appreciate whatever you have to give. But if you would just like to subscribe to the page, subscribe to our Patreon. We promise you that we're going to have some real good material coming up for y'all on the Patreon. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys next week. We'll see you guys next week. We got some new shows popping up that we're working on in development. And also shout out to DJ Shed Street on Sundays, man. Christian hip hop versus the world. He's stepping it up. He's stepping it up in the name of Christian hip hop. So shout out to DJ Shed Street. Shout out to DJ TC on Fridays and Saturdays. So come back tomorrow. And I'm gonna talk to TC about doing a little live show too, man. You know, doing a review show or something like that, man. We gonna light up the Patreon with good content. So stay tuned for better content from us over here at DozhaToldya. And I appreciate all the support. Support starting to pour in, because I announced what happened to me last week. But don't worry, man. We're gonna be all right, man. Minor setback for a major comeback. We being a little inconvenienced because we can't move around like we want to. But that means something big is coming, and I cannot wait. God bless you all. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I'm gonna be all right. I appreciate all the love and support, and let's get out of here with another go at "Switch Up" by Miss Sosa, man. Shout out to the beautiful Miss Sosa, man. Appreciate it. Y'all go check out the DozhaToldya Podcast playlist. Shout out to Eldro. New album, Higher Learning 2 by Eldro. But this is Switch Up by Miss Sosa. Want what you heard? Remember who told you? It's your boy Dame Dozha of DozhaToldya Radio. You dig? And we out here.
Here we go, baby. You've been coming at me sideways lately. Ain't never gonna let another nigga play me. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you different. Ain't never been the one to play with. You can go and find a hole to fake it. If you want a camera roll, take it. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do it. I've been stacking, you've been slacking. Got me thinking, what's the reason? I've been patient, but you don't wanna listen. This shit get redundant, so I don't want it. The only time you perk up is when you take Percocet. Damn. 20 minutes later in my bed, I already wet. I guess I'll finish in the shower, battery powered. At least I get my rose, I'm about to buzz for an hour. Here we go, baby. Here we go. You've been coming at me sideways lately. Ain't never gonna let another nigga play me. Oh boy, I've been slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you different. Ain't never been the one to play with. You can go and find a hole. weeks. Change my attitude, this ain't for me. Even if I wanted to, I can't take you home to daddy. Even if you had a horse and carrot, you wouldn't get my hand in marriage. The only time you perk up is when you take Percocet. 20 minutes later in my bed, I already wet. I guess I'll finish in the shower, battery powered. At least I got my rose buzz forward now. Here we go, baby. You've been coming at me sideways lately. Ain't never gonna let another nigga play me. Oh boy, I've been slipping, so my pimpin', so I'm about to do you. I ain't never been the one to play with. I could've been your wife. Though I find a hole to fake it. You got no feeling. Wanna gamble, go to Vegas. Right. Slipping on my pimpin', so I'm about to do you.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya@gmail.com. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.